Mr. Mancer, the sight of your face has started to give me agita. To what do I owe the displeasure this time?
I'm looking for a prostitute named Sarah.
And you wouldn't be the only one. She was quite the popular menu item for the boys at the barracks, until she disappeared, like a puff of once lucrative smoke. You catch wind of her, you'll let me know. I'd be much obliged. Wish I could give you a bearing, but the truth of the matter is, the doll simply disappeared, along with a potential profit I'm not happy to have seen go with her, but would pay to see returned, with or without some added bruising as a lesson in running off.
I gotta go.
Then go.
Hello there. Feel free.
Bye.
Later.
This is really something, ain't it, Lieutenant? Getting revenge for an attack on Ophir, smack dab in the Aurora front. Taking a rover, too. Scratching my luck. I've never ridden in one before.
So you find my girl yet?
Popular young girl you got there. Word is the mob's looking for her too, but she slipped away. Maybe one of her regular clients could help.
Oh, well, let me think. There was one fella was deep into my Sarah, if you catch my drift. Spent all his serum, time, attention on my baby girl. John Labor, I believe. Fella from the slums. But if you're gonna find him there, you have to go at day's end. During daylight, the boy works round them military warehouses with the rovers.
Hey, you John Labor?
That depends. What's this about?
You alright? Look a little worse for wear.
Oh yeah, never better. What do you want?
A young woman worked around here. Name was Sarah.
The girl's gotten popular. A lot of people looking for her these days. What's it to you?
Just a guy trying to help her out. What do you say?
Yeah, alright. That girl could use all the help she could get. Now, I tried. I tried not to tell him where she was at, but I felt like it only takes so much before he breaks. You follow? I felt like it only takes so much. Sarah wanted out of her family, away from her bitch mother, out of the city, away from the underworld, out of abundance, to a world of hope is all. A new start. That too much to want? No. So she headed off to the exchange to find a smuggler, or anyone offering hope. But thanks to me, she probably got those assholes all over her by now. I tried to keep my mouth shut. Y'all really tried. You gotta go get her first, mister. She's a good girl. So go on now. You find her, and you help her.
hell you doing here, huh? What do you want?
Nothing from you. I'm here for...
The gal? Great. Sorry she's ours. Maybe you can come back later after we're done with her. You can get the hell out now and never come back! Or do you need me to help you out permanently?
Please! Please! There!
Shut your fucking mouth, bitch! Fuck, your lucky damaged goods are worth less, or I'd drop a hammer on your teeth!
Yeah, I think we've got a little misunderstanding. I need to talk to the girl, and you don't really have a choice here.
Is that so?
Thank you! Thank you so much! I can't even tell you how much I owe you. What they would have done to me if you hadn't shown up. But I need to get out of town now, for good.
If you really want to leave, I know a traveling merchant who may be willing to help you. He's in the exchange quarter and he owes me a favor or two. Tell him I sent you. It'll be a lot safer than trying to find an honest smuggler.
Really? Why? Thank you. Thank you. I will never forget you.
Hey there, Fiorello.
Ah, the one, the only Technomancer. A pleasure as always. What brings you here this fine day?
I need your help.
And I haven't forgotten I owe you. I'm happy to help wherever I can.
Glad to hear it. I'd like you to take this young woman with you. Her name's Sarah.
Of course, I'd be happy to. If she wants to leave, I'm sure her reasons are more than valid, so I won't pry. You can count on me.
Thank you. I found out where the girl's from.
That is great, great news.
Not for her, unfortunately. Turns out she was part of a female gang trying to come together as a rival to Anton Rogue's outfit. Fight barely lasted a round, but clearly it annoyed Anton enough to have one of them kidnapped and tortured to send a message.
So what happens to her now?
Just sending her back to her friends. One of the girls will probably come get her. What's the point of trying to hold her accountable for things she doesn't even remember? And she's already suffered enough.
You surprise me, officer. Open-minded, compassionate. A rare breed in your field of work. Sad to think she will just return to the streets. But what's to be done? Here, take this, for all your trouble. I hate to risk exploiting your kindness, but if I may.
Go on.
Since our little misadventure the other day, I'm always looking over my shoulder, feeling that those mob types are breathing down my neck, fearing I'm less protected than I ought to be.
Then you want bodyguards?
In a sense. But understanding that no ordinary citizen of abundance would suffice, and that such a task for you would be an insult, I was thinking that perhaps a strong mutant might do the trick. Word goes around that one might be able to make such an acquisition from the mutant pen in the slums. If you might make the trip for me, I could compensate you for the price of both the mutant and your time.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you. Again, thank you.
I found your clients. Told them you have their merch. They'll come pick it up as soon as they can.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Please, take this. As a token of my appreciation, it is not much for all you've done for me, but it's something.
What made you want a mutant for a bodyguard?
All over in my travels, I saw merchants with mercenary companions. People who had abandoned their high rank in a corporation for the chance to travel. For serum. Hired thugs. Loyal only to the serum they are paid in. A dangerous circumstance. And one that often saw those thugs turn on their employers. A mutant, however, may be less intelligent, but far more loyal. At least if fed well. And just look at him! The personification of intimidation. His size alone tells the story.
Hi.
Lieutenant!
Heard you have some merch coming into the station. Need a hand with the delivery?
I might be a little brazen sometimes, but not enough to turn a lieutenant into my personal errand boy.
Except that the shipment holds weapons, and if Vori get their hands on the weapons, it's gonna mean more danger for my boys. So let me give you a hand, in case not helping out ends up biting me in the ass down the line.
Fair enough. Used to be Vori only dirtied the slums, but they're like an illness lately, spreading like a contagion. Merce needs to make it up to the station and head out to the front. Thanks for the help.
Lieutenant, what can I do for you?
We've got a weapons shipment from Quartermaster Ryan. He needs it sent to the front ASAP.
Of course, Lieutenant. Will do.
Hi.
Lieutenant,
Just letting you know, your order made it to the station and is headed out to the front as we speak.
and I owe you one, Lieutenant. You don't know the firestorm that would have come down from High Command if the Vori had gotten their hands on that shipment.
Officer! Officer! I need to talk to you! I'm sorry to bother you, officer, but I have important information about the Vori and their illegal activities. What kind of information? I've worked for the mob. For months, I was put in charge of laundering the serum, but I can't do it anymore. The pressure put on me, the fear of getting caught. So, I have decided to tell the authorities anything they might want to know about the Vori's operations. Give them any evidence they need. But I'm scared, officer, for my life. I just need an escort to see the investigators. Can you help me out? Let me think about it. Of course. Sure. I need time to grab some documents the investigators will want to see. In the meantime, I'll just pray you'll agree to pick me up tomorrow? I'm sorry, I need more time to gather some more evidence. Can you please give me more time?
Thank you. You came. Thank you. Let's get going as soon as possible.
All right, let's go.
We keep heading down this road. We're gonna be ambushed. Please, let's go back. I'm not going any further. We keep heading down this road. We're gonna be ambushed. Please, let's go back. I'm not going any further.
Can't go through here.
We keep heading down this road. We're gonna be ambushed. Please, let's go back. I'm not going any further. Thank you. You came.
All right, let's go.
Lieutenant?
Soldier, listen up. This merchant's got intel about the mob's trafficking, so he's under the protection of Abundance. Take care of him, and make sure he gets his documents to the head investigator.
Yes, sir!
Thank you, officer! Thank you! Thank you! I thought I was gonna die! Thank you!
Never been here. Seems dangerous. All those mutants. Always wondered if they're contagious. What exactly are you...
What's the problem? Why aren't you working?
Their kind work like one. If one is hurt, they all cannot work. And now they have one who is wounded, so they are all helpless. But the men do not want to help the wounded. They just want him back on the roof.
Where's your hurt friend? I may be able to help him. Hello, I have a proposal for you. A merchant is looking for a bodyguard, and you look strong. He said that he would feed you if you protected him.
Big strong, big, very strong, and big always hungry.
If I understand, your name is Beg?
Yes, Beg is his name. Him wants good food and can protect man, but Chief man not let Beg leave.
You mean the pen supervisor? Don't worry. I'll go talk to him. Let's go. You can't just sit around while the city's exposed. Get back to work.
They would, but their tools are too damaged to work. With bad tools, they will be in the eye of father-son longer and die quicker.
Let me see your tools. Maybe I can fix them.
If the tools are made better, they can and will fix the roof.
To think that the city's life depends on an incomplete toolbox. Ridiculous. We should be able to fix it, right?
Fixed your tools. Should make the work go faster.
The men made the tools like new. They will do as they promised and go fix the roof now.
Here, your friend's as good as new. Back to normal.
Thank you. The man was very nice. They will go back to work now, and if they survive, will not forget what the man did for them.
Hey there, you in charge of the mutant pen? Name's Technomancer, Ophir officer.
Hey, yeah. Pen's my responsibility. Sure. Dan Stewart, what can I do for you?
I'd like to buy the mutant who calls himself Beg.
Big Beg? Yeah, no, that ain't gonna happen. Losing him be like losing the work of 4 other mutants. Nah, he's too strong to lose.
You weren't wrong. The supervisor doesn't want you to leave. Looks like he enjoys your strength too much. What if you refuse to work here, or initiate an incident so that he decides not to keep you?
Beg not understand what men want.
If you want to go with the merchant who will feed you, you must refuse to work here. Make some noise, you see?
Yes, Beg understand. Beg, make noise and refuse work.
I wonder if he realizes the consequences of what he's about to do. Better be ready to step in before something bad happens to him.
What's he doing? Why is he making trouble? He'll still have to work.
Beg no work more. No work more.
If he doesn't stop, he'll get beaten real bad.
No, let them beat Beg. No work more.
Then he gets what he asked for.
I need to step in.
Hey, what's going on here? You lost your minds? Break it up, you fucking parasites! Going after a human? Hell you thinking? And you? Why the hell you back here messing up the pen? Come on, go! Get out!
Look, I'm not trying to cause problems, but I already told you. I'm really interested in getting this slave. And since the others were just about to kill him,
They weren't gonna kill him. Maybe beat the shit out of him as a lesson. Like I'm gonna do to you if you don't get out and stay out.
Hey, just listen a second. This mutant's obviously showing a little rebellious streak. Leave him here. That streak might spread to the others, you know? Then what do you have? Plus, he refuses to work, so what good is he to you? Give him to me, and I'll make sure he gets back on track.
Fuck. Last fucking thing I need's a rebellion. Damn waste is what he is. That brawn. Fine, take him. Let him be your burden.
Then we have a deal. Think you could take him to a merchant in the exchange quarter for me? Name's Fiorello.
Yeah, sure. Why the hell not? 'Cause I'm a fucking delivery service. Once I drop him off, though, I don't want to see you or hear another damn thing about him. He's your problem now, yeah?
Fair enough. Have a good one.
What does a man want?
Just to talk to you. You need to go back to work.
No, they will not. They will not die to go repair roofs broken by men. Men must find another way to fix it.
Listen, I know it's dangerous work, and the odds are pretty high that some of you may die doing it. But if you don't, the whole city will suffer, and all of you in the pen will die. Not just a few. I know it's an enormous sacrifice to ask, but it's for the greater good.
The man tells them lies. Thinks they are stupid. But they know only... What does a man want?
Just to talk to you.
No, they will...
I'm sorry, it wasn't a request, but you obviously need some convincing that this little revolt needs to stop. Get back to work, now.
He's going back to work. He will do what you want. Please, do not hurt him anymore.
You don't beat around the bush, do you? I thought the Mutos had to remain in one piece to work. Anyway, you're the lieutenant.
What the hell are you doing? Get back to work. You're putting a lot of lives at risk.
They will die beneath the eye of Father Son if they go up to repair the roof. The man knows this, but does not care about them.
Maybe you're too dumb to put it together, so let me spell it out for you, mutant. The roof needs to be fixed, by your kind. Now. We don't care how many of you die doing it either. You don't want to go up and repair the roof? Fine. Your choice. We'll just send your children and your elderly. All those too weak to rebel with you. Then, we'll execute you. You'll all die anyway, and without even doing any good. That what you want?
The man would send our children. The man is... They will go back to work. Leave our children be.
Oh, great. You're back. What do you want?
I managed to stop the rebellion. The mutants should resume work soon.
Well, there's a bit of good news. Sure it wouldn't have ended so well without your help. Probably would have lost my job, so thank you.
Hey there, Fiorello.
Ah, the one, the only, Technomancer. A pleasure as always.
I see they got you the mutant.
Yes, yes, a wonderful specimen. Words and all.
Beg! Mutant! Called Beg!
Beautiful! Yes, Beg. And his sheer size. Like he was simply built to dissuade any ill-intentioned folks from bothering us. Here, take this. To compensate you for all you've done. And feel free anytime to request any favor in return.
You already back, Lieutenant Zachariah?
Mutants are back to work, Captain.
Well done, Lieutenant. Now go see Ryan and get paid.
Seem to be multiplying. Where could they be coming from?
Imagine the signs.
You, a Technomancer, right? Get the hell out of here. You surge around here, you're gonna fuck up my baby for good.
Just like you don't spontaneously combust, we don't spontaneously search. Is that you on the poster?
Yeah, name's Amelia Reacher. We're discoverers one and all, like father, like daughter. Why? What's it to you?
Well, me and my men need to get to a site on one of Aurora's shadow paths. Heard you'd make that happen.
Wish they gave me a heads up a Mancer was coming along. But orders are orders. I can take you whenever you're ready. First rover trip?
Yeah, first time this far from Ophir.
Nice. How's it feel?
It's terrifying. Going this far from a place I'd spent my entire life, a place I'd spend my life caring about. Change is terrifying.
But it's also damn exciting. From this day on, no more same old, same old.
You guys doing okay? Nervous about the fights we're gonna face?
The fights? What fights? I did not leave my home and laboratory to foray into battle, child. Did someone tell me this? Because I don't recall being...
We needed a doctor with us, Scott.
Yes, I understand. I do. But fighting is... It's dangerous. People get hurt, and I guess that's why... I mean, of course, I will care for you. But no fighting means no wounds to you.
Yeah, I can't lie. Yeah, it scares me. How big's the fight we're looking at?
Aurora's troops and Technomancers. We'll have to be tactical about it. Hit them in small groups, since there's not a lot of us. But we stick to that plan, and we should be fine.
Sure. Yeah, I'm sure once we get there and we get to doing and not just thinking, I'll be fine. It's the thinking that wreaks havoc on me.
This ain't my first rodeo, Lieutenant. Being on a rover is pretty neat and all, but still, no different from past missions. Hit an enemy, get hit back. Find ourselves down deep in Shit Creek and then wait for backup. In other words, it always goes tits up. But when you've been in the bad long enough, you get used to it.
Did you just call my baby pretty neat? That's it? Pretty neat?
I mean, I didn't mean... It's swell. Real swell.
Holy shit. I think you guys plucked this fucker from the farm before he was ripe.
It's huge. Really just shows how big a scale Aurora thinks on. All right, let's focus on finding the tunnel entrance. Those structures look colonial. Dome's gotta be close.
These are strange structures. I've never seen anything. Looking for something in particular? I don't remember receiving an order to snoop around. Not sure the cat's gonna like it. Anyway, it's just my opinion.
A Technomancer from Abundance. And I heard you were all nearly extinct. What are you doing here? What do you want?
I want to come in, and you're gonna help me.
No, I don't think I am. Stop! I'll help you!
I told you you would. Don't know why you didn't believe me.
Here I come.
The dome's in amazing condition, though I doubt Aurora's been taking care of it. I wonder where the relic the merchants talked about is. Fortunately, this is beyond my skill level. Well, it looks like we found the relic. Doesn't look like much, but the style of writing looks familiar, even if I don't have a clue what it means. You able to decipher it? What is it? It even real?
We haven't been able to decipher it yet, but yes, no doubt it's real. Not sure if I can tell you anything else about it. I don't know what you're planning to do with it, and I don't want to offend you by talking about sacred matters, but you know some knowledge should only stay among Technomancers, right? So be careful, please.
I know what I'm doing.
What is it? It looks old. We should show this to the captain. It must be important, judging from how well guarded this place is.
It's an ancient object indeed, but I don't think that the captain will be interested in it.
Oh, this is one of those ancient objects Technomancers collect. I understand.
There's a ton of different chemicals. They must have been using them to make explosives to help out with the drilling. Guess it'd work for me too. One charge should be big enough to close the tunnel down. Just mix it all together, attach it to a single detonator, and bam. Gonna be a beautiful thing.
You really believe that they'll have left enough to blow up the tunnels here? Wouldn't be very smart of them.
They need chemicals to clear out the access to the tunnels. They have the ingredients necessary to collapse them. Fortunately, it seems that they were doing construction work on this shadow path. I'm sure we'll find one.
If you say so. I didn't know that Technomancers also played the part of saboteurs in the army.
I need some materials if I'm gonna collapse this tunnel.
The man must have mercy. They will die if he does not help them. The man must have mercy. They will die if he does not help them.
Perfect. Got everything I need to shut this access point down for good. All set. Just need to get back to the rover before setting it all off. All set. Just need to get back to the rover before setting it all off. This tunnel's gone. Aurora's got no way into Ophir anymore. Mission accomplished.
The intensity of the vibrations is soothing, hypnotic. They make me so tired.
Dear old Scott. My machine's caressing you with rumbles. Sweet talking you. Can't go falling asleep on a battlefield, though.
Thanks to you, the city won't ever have to face another attack like the last. All those people wounded because of those broken shutters. Just thinking about it, I feel nauseous.
It's probably the rover. Gotta get used to the vibrations. Most people fucking puke their ass out their first time.
No, I meant the thought of all the... Never mind.
I really don't get it. This is war, right? Aurora shows up and blows up part of our city, and how do we retaliate? Send a handful of people like us? I don't get it.
You ever do anything but bitch? Successful mission. Tripping a rover? Hell, if I was you, I'd be grinning ear to ear. Why don't you do that? Bitch less, smile more. Sir, I've got, something to ask you.
What can I do for you?
Well, I don't know if you know, but my dad died when I was young. Actually, he disappeared. He never came back from one of his explorations 15 years ago.
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
Yeah, I don't want your pity, okay? It's not about that. What I mean is, I've never managed to find out what kind of mission he was on and where he had gone. I know he was close to Scott, who was probably even his best friend. That old crazy man doesn't want to tell me anything. He says he wants to protect me. Look, I'll just cut to the point. I was wondering if you'd maybe look in his dispensary for me, see if you could find any of my father's notes or letters or...
I don't know, Amelia. Scott's like a father to me. And besides, you know he's almost always there. How would I even do it?
I'm not asking you to break in or steal nothing. Just keep him busy. And while you are there, you know, just flip through files. I'm sure he kept letters between him and my dad. He's not one to throw anything away.
All right. I'll try to make him leave, but if I don't find anything...
Yeah, I won't blame you. But I know that you're going to find something.
Hey, kids.
Hi.
Oh, boy, honey, am I starved. What's for dinner?
Meatloaf, gravy, mashed potatoes, and corn. All your favorites, darling.
And biscuits, too?
Yes, Philly, biscuits, too.
I love biscuits.
Well, Emily, we all love biscuits. Hon, these don't taste like Family Goodness biscuits.
I tried a different brand tonight. Hope you don't mind.
Mind? Of course I mind, damn it! I want Family Goodness biscuits! Get out of here, you wrong biscuit buying slut! And don't come back without Family Goodness biscuits! Get out!
Family Goodness biscuits. Buy them or get out.
Hi, Dad!
Hey, kid! quit while you're ahead. Ha 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 ha. Oh.
Hello, Scott. My captain told me that she wanted to see you.
Is it related to you? Are you sick?
No. Not that I know of. She didn't tell me why.
Oh, well, should I take my pouch then? It's an important question. I should still take it, though, but it's a little heavy. All right, I'm leaving without it.
I think I have a problem with going through your friend's things. I hope whatever you're looking for, it's worth it.
I'm trying to find information about the past. It's personal, okay?
Forget it. I couldn't understand. The officers, they aren't like this. They're above.
Hello, Mancer.
Hello? I found some of your father's letters.
I knew it. Tell me.
Most of the correspondence was friendly. They were very close. However, there was some tension between them over time. Some letters gloss over an expedition that they had done together, but what surprised me the most is when your father talks about a boy who was actually Scott's son. The last letter I found is a bit bizarre. I didn't really understand what he meant.
What did he mean? Do you remember?
Your dad begged Scott to stop the madness, warning that his wife's divorce was only the beginning of what he would lose if he couldn't face the truth. That it was too late for his son. He seemed to think Scott was on the verge of self-destruction.
It's true that it's rather mysterious. Scott, a son. Did you know?
No, he never told me about him. He obviously lost him. No doubt it's still a touchy subject.
We have to find out what this is all about. You have to ask his wife. Did my father really mean to interfere in his family drama? Maybe that's why he disappeared? Please, Zachariah!
I'm sorry to... You Angela Seeker, Scott's wife?
Ex-wife? What did the drunk do this time?
Nothing bad. He's a friend.
A friend? Ah. Right.
Just looking for some information on one of his friends, Mark, and your son.
Get out. Get out! What right do you have coming around digging up the past?
Listen, I think Mark's disappearance was tied to Scott's research, and your son. And I know you were a researcher too, so I'm hoping you'll be able to help me understand the research better, maybe even find your old friend.
The drive to dissect even the smallest details, to try to understand how and why. That thirst once drove me too, but I let it go. There was no well deep enough to satisfy that thirst. I was never as involved as Scott. In truth, I began to give up my work once we had our son. The focus of my research had been the study of animal mutations with the goal of vaccine production. And always wondered if, because of that, I had been the conduit that carried the infection to my son. Scott was more interested in genetics and its medical applications. The second our son showed signs, though, I completely stopped my research. If I hadn't told Scott, he would never even have noticed. And his answer was to swear he could find a cure. He really believed that with his work in genetics and mine in vaccination, that we could save our son. But I was too devastated to help him. All I wanted to do was spend every second with our son before he was taken away from us. Which, of course, happened. And Scott and Mark took off on a wild goose chase that he was sure would end in a cure. I didn't get it. There wasn't anything he needed that he didn't have access to in his lab. And while he was off, I was alone, and waited, and eventually got tired of it. So I asked for a divorce. And then they finally came back, with nothing to show for it. But soon Mark took off again to find what I guess were raw materials for research that Scott swore he couldn't find here. And that was the last I saw of him. That's all I know. I never found out what their research was on, and honestly, I just want to forget it all. Please now, can you leave me be?
Hell, I can feel for what the old man's been through. I've known some folks myself who went through the same thing. Terrible thing. Breaks couples up, you know. Stress of never being able to have kids again.
Why never again?
Because they sterilize families who've had a mutant to make sure they don't have no more.
It's sad, but it's the only way to protect our own kind. At least now I understand why the professor's so, you know, weird.
Hello, Mancer.
Hello. I talked to Scott's ex-wife.
So? What did she say?
It's an awful story. Her son. Anyway, their son was struck by mutation. They took him away from them, of course, but it made Scott go crazy, and he was convinced that he could find a remedy. He asked for your father's help, so they left together, and were gone for a long time. Their exploration apparently didn't lead to anything concrete for the boy, and Scott descended into madness. And then one day, Mark left. His ex thinks that it was to bring back something useful for his research, and he never came back.
Shit. So my father's disappearance is related to that poor kid? It's really awful what they must have gone through. That explains a lot about why he's so crazy, and also why he behaves as if we were his kids. Thank you, Zach. That doesn't answer all my questions, far from it, but I have a better grasp of what happened. My father disappeared by helping his best friend, who was going through a rough patch and wanted to heal his child. It's a sad but beautiful story, isn't it? I'm gonna think about all this. Thank you again.
You're not like other girls, are you?
Is that supposed to be a compliment? Or are you being a wise ass?
You just don't talk like the rest.
I drive a Rover. I don't sit around sipping brightly colored drinks with brainiacs talking about the philosophies of life. You don't like the way I talk? Take a number and shove it up your educated ass. Take any one of them uppity shits and put them in a Rover, driving through sandstorms and seeing crazy shit every fucking day, and tell me they won't start talking a little more colorfully.
Easy, killer. I'm not judging you. Doesn't bother me. I was just saying.
You were a fucking rogue before, so unless the army made you soft and... Sorry. Just a little defensive. I hear that shit a lot.
Iceman, help Beg, please? Beg soon leave with Master Merchant. Beg need help, Man Lightning.
I guess that I can bring the stone, yes. It's a very nice drawing that you made.
Yes! Man Lightning, nice. Give Master to Beg. Beg have memory for Mother. Make himself. You go give memory to Mother Beg?
Is it me you're calling Man Lightning?
Man nice. Man very nice.
Where are you from, Beg? Have you worked in the pen for a long time?
Beg not know. Many nights?
It's not gonna be easy to get anything from him. Goodbye, Beg.
Goodbye.
Sorry if this is out of line, Lieutenant, but why the hell are we helping a mutant? Seems like a waste of time. Something the captain might not.
Because I said so. It won't take long. You Jenny Labor?
Yeah, that's me. What can I do for you?
Nothing for me. A mutant named Beg sent me to give you something. A souvenir, or... I don't know. It's just a stone that he drew on.
Thank you. Oh, my dear little...
Hey there!
Oh.
What is wrong with this corporation? Have all the bigwigs gone crazy? That poor woman has resorted to eating a stone just to get away from the ASC. This is completely insane. What are we gonna tell the mutant?
We're gonna tell him his mother's dead. Unless you got a better idea. Hello, Beg.
Oh, hello! Man, have orders for Beg?
I'm sorry, Beg. I gave your stone to your mother, but she died. I believe that she committed suicide because the police were about to arrest her. She put the stone in her mouth and died.
Mother? Mother dead? No!
I'm really sorry. I didn't think that she would do such a thing.
already back, Lieutenant Zachariah?
Captain, all Aurora tunnels were destroyed. If they're gonna get back into the city, they'll have to come up with another way.
I knew you wouldn't let me down, Lieutenant. Find Ryan and get your pay. It was well earned. Colonel Ian Mancer came by looking for you. Hope this isn't going to be a habit, Lieutenant. His problems aren't yours anymore. You're part of my unit now. We clear?
Of course. I'll go see him on my own time, not yours, Captain. Hi.
Lieutenant.
Captain Elise.
Indeed, I've been expecting...
Zachariah, a pleasure as always. What may I do?
I've returned, Great Master, with the relic from the Aurora evacuation. It's a tablet filled with text, and I don't have a clue how to decipher it.
A glorious day. You have no idea what this means, Zachariah. The language is indeed difficult, and most no longer have the knowledge or ability to understand it. Most, but not me. I will begin deciphering immediately. We will know soon enough the vast wealth of secrets it holds. Jean was certainly right in his appraisal of you. Your worth has already proven to be infinitely valuable. A word of warning, Zachariah. Words spreading about your missions. Things you've been able to accomplish, filled with troubling details that imply you have a mole in your midst. If there is an ASC spy amongst your ranks, he will not only know our secret, but eventually share it back to his master. We will, in no uncertain terms, be lost. All will be lost. So take care. And take care of it. Sooner rather than later.
Thank you for the warning. I assure you, I will get to the root of this. Are you so sure that it's a spy?
Indeed. The details of your mission were so specific that they were assuredly gained firsthand. So unless you are spreading the information yourself, who else is left but Captain Eliza and your men? Whoever it is, make sure they see nothing else. Ensure that our secret is kept safe.
Lieutenant?
Lieutenant, sorry to bug you, but I gotta talk to you about something. Look, Lieutenant, maybe it's just because I'm not used to life in the city, but...
Cut to the point, soldier.
I think we're being tailed, sir. I think someone's been watching us, but I don't know why.
All right. Any ideas how to figure out who it is?
Hell yeah. I ain't no hunter for nothing, sir. I'd say we could leave from, say, the barracks or something and head towards the exchange. But, you know, act casual like it's just another day. We just treat it like we're out for a walk. Then, once we know we're being followed, we lead him to a trap down a dead-end road. And pow! You've got him. Or her. Whoever it is.
That's one way to go. All right. Why not? Let's try it. See what happens. Ready to try your plan out?
Ha! Yeah, absolutely, Lieutenant.
All right. Just out on a stroll, right?
Yeah, just a stroll. He won't suspect anything. Let's head out this way. We should probably go right now.
Don't tell me we're following that idiot.
We can head down this alley and over towards the archives. We'll pass security, and there's a chance he might get suspicious, but I think we'll be fine.
Did you hear? They finally got the psychopath who took a hostage.
Don't look now, but we'll gain the tail, Lieutenant.
How?
Let's just keep heading this way a bit
Technomancer
further, I
officer.
think, and I'll prove
Whole
I
thing
was
is
right.
completely nuts.
Sir. Yeah, there we go. He's following us. Just gotta keep him with us until we get to the dead-end street past the checkpoint. little corner in there.
Who the hell are you? Why are you following us?
You got nowhere to run. You're surrounded. Fuck. Take a look around. Maybe find something that'll help explain why he's tailing us.
The hell is this? Looks like a notebook. And I'm willing to bet it's Technomancer behind all this shit. Looks like the little rat reported me to the ASC.
What? Really? Why would another Mancer tell on you? And for what? You're a great lieutenant, sir. You haven't done anything wrong.
Yeah, well, let's just say Alan's not exactly a fan. But this time, the little shit's gone too far. He's gonna give me an explanation.
What could that Technomancer have said to put the ASC's crosshairs on you? You seem like a pretty nice guy.
Hey, just watch your mouth. Don't ever hint at the lieutenant doing anything wrong. Whatever they say he did, it's just political bullshit. Of course.
I'm sure this kind of thing doesn't happen to you often. Hypothetically, what would happen if I reported you? You think you'd get sacked?
That's not funny. Reporting someone is a serious claim.
Both of you shut up. Hello, Alan.
Zachariah Rogue. They haven't sent you to die at war yet? A damn disappointment.
The little bird handed me some notes about a spy authored by a little rat. The rat should leave me alone and cut the shit out immediately.
I'm not sure I like your tone, Rogue. I have more important things to do than waste my time with the likes of you.
I should have known you wouldn't own up to your own lies. That would take courage, which you're lacking.
A rogue will never live up to the reputation of a real Mancer, and it's high time someone showed you. Oh, I've been waiting for this.
Stop this madness at once. Have your senses left you, Zachariah? Is this how I taught you? A Technomancer fighting with students.
I'm sorry, Master.
He started it. What did you want me to do?
As for you, Alan, your constant provocations will one day find you an early grave. Don't fancy me a fool, for the fool is you.
Try something like that again, Alan. Please, try it again when no one's around to bail your sorry ass out.
Lieutenant?
At your command, Lieutenant.
I gotta find that spy. Maybe I should ask around.
At your command, Lieutenant.
Have a second to talk?
Yeah, of course. I mean, yeah. Like, just you and me, or?
Yeah, just you and me. I like to know my men.
Wow, that's... yeah, that'd be a huge honor, Lieutenant.
So what's your life like when you're not on duty?
Tell you the truth, Lieutenant, not much to tell. I try to visit the city, make some friends, you know, because I don't really know too many folks yet. And my whole family's back in Greenhope, which is kind of too far to travel for my leave. And, oh yeah, there's also, you know, I try to still do some hunting. Though there's not much more than small critters in the underworks, not a great hobby for the city.
You have a good childhood?
Oh yeah, you know it, Lieutenant. Really nice growing up, running around in the fields. Father gave me a crossbow, and I spent my time helping the farmers shoot critters hurting their crops. They were good times, Lieutenant, but everybody's got to grow up and move on. There was a lot of hunters in Greenhope, too. Plus, I always dreamed of being a soldier. Mostly, though, because there was a girl back home who loved men in uniform, so... Off I went to the big city to join up. And, you know, since I was a sharpshooter, they signed me up and sent me here. Still not used to it. All the buildings, all the folks, all the concrete. But I'm happy, though.
Feels like a Greenhope souvenir stand. Kid must be missing home. Unless being messy's a crime, though. Doesn't look like he's doing anything wrong.
Colonel Ian Mancer came by looking for you. Hope this isn't going to be a habit, Lieutenant. His problems aren't yours anymore. You're part of my unit now. We clear?
Of course. I'll go see him on my own time, not yours, Captain. Have a moment, Captain?
Depends what you need it for.
Just want to get to know you better, Captain.
I don't usually mix business and pleasure, Lieutenant, but ask away and we'll see which questions I feel like answering.
How was your rise to captain earned?
Over time. But by no special action by me. Graduated as a corporal, and thanks to the brave men underneath me, their success and missions became mine in rank. No heroic feats to dazzle you with in stories. Just a lot of time and dedication that I'm proud of just the same.
You from Ophir?
Born and raised. Father was an officer. Mother was a quartermaster. And I've rarely ventured outside the walls but for a few scattered missions. Sound familiar, Lieutenant?
Very familiar, Captain. Except my parents weren't officers.
Which makes your rise even more noble, Lieutenant.
What do you think of us?
Honestly, Lieutenant? I'm not quite sure yet. You Technomancers are new to me. Undoubtedly special, and capable of feats my other units couldn't dream of accomplishing, but... time will tell. That said, I've been quite impressed. I thought it was the definition of insanity to send you and so few of your men on some of those missions. Missions I would have anticipated needing 10 times the manpower for. So far, you've proven me wrong. A rare feat in itself. So even though it's taking some time getting used to, I couldn't be happier you're one of my troops.
Can I ask about your relationship with ASC?
Tread carefully, Lieutenant. One might start to wonder the purpose of your questions. But here's my answer. We're all forced to work with them, but it doesn't mean I have to be happy about it. Too much power too quickly leads to arrogance. They're brash and too quick to act. And quite frankly, as they've risen in power, it's no coincidence that the dissenters, deviants, and rebels have risen in numbers. They're a great source of intel, however they get it. I sleep better at night not knowing the means. But I've always thought the army was strength enough, that the ASC was overkill. I trust you won't repeat anything I've said, Lieutenant. I'd hate for both of us to find ourselves enemies of the state over a little frank conversation.
My lips are sealed, Captain, and I appreciate your candor and trust, more than you know.
Lieutenant?
I want to know my men better. Tell me a bit about yourself.
Oh, great. Show and tell. Yay.
What do you do when you're off duty?
Nothing special. See my folks, I guess. They ain't getting any younger, so... And I give most of my paycheck to them, because I'm the only one they got left. Sister died. And I ain't married, so... When I am with them, I'm at the bar, drowning the shitstorm that my life's become. Not exactly a picture-perfect life, but it's mine. And hell, I get paid enough to help them out and buy my own drinks, so what's there to complain about?
What do you think about Jeffrey Hunter?
He's a village idiot who thinks he can brown-nose his way to a promotion. Fucking reject. And no, he ain't my friend, if you haven't pieced that together.
I'm gonna leave you alone. Seems you'd rather be that way anyway. I can't open it without a code. Everything's clean in here. Looks just like the captain's work. Nothing that implies she's working with the ASC. I can't open it without a code.
Lieutenant?
How old are you?
The fuck does it matter to you? Older than you, though. And the rest you can find in my file. Cool, moving on.
I want to know about your childhood.
You really want to know about my childhood? Sure, yeah, why not? My dad was never around. He was either on the front or doing drills. My mother, though, she was stationed here in Ophir. So we lived in a guard outpost in the slums where she worked. Never expected to make more of myself than become a soldier. I fought a lot as a kid. Had my share of girls. But home life was pretty strict, so I tried to toe the line. Mostly because when I fucked up, I never got off easy.
So when'd you join?
5 years ago. Time fucking flies, don't it? It was in 126. My parents were beaming with pride. Pride that's faded when, after all this time, I'm still just a fucking private.
This must be a pic of his parents. And his damn notes. Bastard's got my whole schedule in here. And the names of every single person we saw together. Must have been Dave keeping tabs on me the whole time. Never would have believed it. I guess if you could spot them, though, they wouldn't be so different.
Lieutenant?
I know you're a drinking man, so what do you say we go grab one together?
Looks like it's my lucky day. Sure, why the hell not? Lead the way. So why don't you cut the bull and tell me why we're really here?
Sure.
You've been spying on me, Dave. Been reporting everything back to Victor. I don't like rats. That's not all right with me.
And what? You think I ever had a choice in the matter? Think I had the option to say no?
I don't care. All I know is they got all the intel they wanted on me from one of my own soldiers, and I don't know why. What's your angle, Dave? You bitter you got a Mancer as your lieutenant? I thought we were past all that. What'd they promise you? Promotion? Better pay?
Nothing but a promise they wouldn't hurt my parents. Is that a good enough reason? I don't like the ASC. Don't like what they're doing to Abundance. Don't like what they're doing to me. I don't like the deal they offered, and I don't like I didn't have a choice but to accept it. I ain't got no one but my folks since my sister died. Not that I expect you to shed a tear for me, but if I gotta choose between them and you, sorry, brother. You're on the losing end of that. If it helps, though, I don't think you're the full prick you were before we had this little chat. In fact, I might even have liked you in another time and place. But you're in deep shit now. And it's shit I don't want to get pulled into with you.
I don't want your blood on my hands, David, but I can't let you keep doing what you're doing. So I'm just gonna tell you to get the hell out of Ophir, and don't look back.
I don't... Sure. Yeah, sure. Bye, Lieutenant.
Zachariah, a pleasure as always.
I found the mole. David Ward was running lines for the ASC.
In these times, spies are everywhere. They used to be like rats, but now bear more resemblance to cockroaches. Should you see one, you can be certain 100 more reside in the walls, each placed there while their arms were twisted by the ASC. So what happened with this Ward?
I couldn't find it in myself to kill him, so I released him and let him run, like a rat. I would assume he's still running, and we'll never see him in Ophir again.
The full blame cannot be cast on him. There are few who the ASC cannot bend to their will. We'll cross our fingers. Hopefully this soldier is gone for good and does not find himself arrested before he should escape.
Lieutenant, I was told Dave Ward has gone AWOL. Any idea where he is?
Sorry, Cap, I haven't got the slightest clue.
I see. This is bad. I have no choice but to declare him a deserter. I'm afraid there'll be gossip that you can't earn the respect of your men, and the Army's reputation will take another hit. I warned you to keep your head down, Lieutenant. I don't know what you did, but Colonel Victor was having you tailed during your missions, and now he's got a shitload to say about it, and none of it's good. I tried defending you, but the things he's saying? According to the Colonel, the level of violence you're bringing is making it difficult for the mutants to accomplish their repair work. I know it sounds absurd to reason with them instead, but we need them, and your tactics are slowing our progress.
I'm not there to be diplomatic, Captain. I'm there for a mission, which I accomplished, because the tough approach is all the mutants here.
Maybe the fault's ours. Forgetting Technomancers aren't magicians. You can't work miracles. And if force produces results, minor delays are better than the rebellion we were otherwise facing. Victor also states you voluntarily jeopardized the lives of the officials you were charged with protecting. Want to explain that?
How do I explain something that's not? If I put those officials' lives in more danger, I'd have been risking my men's lives and mine as well. Why would I do that?
And the claims that you've been hiding vital intel for the sole benefit of your fellow Technomancers. Like an important research site on the shadow path of Aurora that didn't even register a line item in your reports?
Captain, the only thing I've ever done is accomplish the missions you gave me. Nothing more, nothing less. Never concealed anything, or had any other interest but abundances at the forefront. This is unfair.
I know what you've accomplished. Also know what he's saying. And even if he's not a fan of Technomancers, that alone wouldn't motivate him to make all this up to frame you. And the list of accusations and the details is long. Like your report on the deserters. Less truth than lies. Almost more lies than ink. Never would have expected it from you, Lieutenant. You flat out lied about Bulgakov. I can tolerate failure, Lieutenant, but lies are inexcusable. Do you take me for an idiot?
Captain, if I was in your shoes, I'd feel the same. But take a step back. All those missions you sent me on, all the success I brought back to you. Whatever the Colonel's after, it's not about my actions. There's gotta be something else.
Of course there's more to it, Lieutenant. You lie, conceal intel, and then claim you're just a poor, innocent target? We're at war! Hear me? Which side are you on? Why the hell would the Colonel waste his energy at a time like this on a single damn lieutenant? If he didn't think you could be a real danger. This is your own fault, Lieutenant. Your fault. Maybe you're just a pawn. I don't know, though. And that scares me. Unfortunately, he's already called you in and I can't stop it. All I can tell you is watch your mouth. Behave like the soldier you've been since you joined my company and you'll come out just fine. I'll plead in your favor if it comes down to that. Let's just hope it doesn't. Get going. Colonel's waiting. Good luck.
There he is!
Zachariah, I was scared we were too late.
For what? What's going on?
There's no time to talk about it. You're in danger. Victor called you in, didn't he?
Yeah, wants to talk to me about...
No, he doesn't. It's a trap. It's just an excuse to get you there so they can arrest you. They will do whatever necessary to make you talk. I don't know what you Technomancers are hiding, but he's ready to do anything to find out.
He's got power, but he wouldn't...
Zach, listen to the girl. You stay away from that man. The crook, the pig!
Thanks, Scott. You need to listen to us, Zachariah. I know it's hard to hear, but if you stay here, you're gonna die.
Where would I even...
We take a rover and go. The town's filled with ASC looking for you now, but I know a road that'll help us avoid most of the troops.
Let's go, Zach. We need to go with the girl. No time to waste before that madman gets his hands on you. Now!
It's unconscionable. You have done nothing wrong.
Get him!
They have waiting there? Let's head toward the barracks instead. The only place they won't expect us to go. Let's head for the slums, the north entrance. Go!
Huh!
Here we go.
Get him!
But we gotta keep moving fast. Let's get to the shed. Hurry. How's that? Our lives are on the line here. Not too fast now. And I'd rather piss for all than lose. Move.
For the last time, we're not here to damage the equipment. We're here to stop a terrorist. So get out of the way, now!
Damn it. They're already here.
Who the fuck do you think you are? It's my warehouse, you prick. If there was a terrorist here, I'm pretty sure I'd have seen his ass lurking around. So you're gonna... Hey! Make yourself at home.
Lieutenant, sorry to ruin the surprise, but your little mission ends here. Stop the traitor!
No! Don't kill him!
You're driving. Get us out of Ophir now.
Bitch. Fine. Everyone in the rover.
You okay, Zach?
And one day, I find out Victor used everything I did as an officer against me, and I end up chased by my own people. Then one of my own soldiers turns out to be ASC, and I get involved in the armed robbery of a rover owned by my childhood corporation. Yeah, I'm doing okay, Nisha.
Surely the young lady would not be taking us to an imaginary city. I mean, rovers are amazing machines, but certainly they cannot transport one beyond the bounds of reality and reason. I am not keen on leaving Abundance.
Noctis is an amazing city, Scott. It's as real as Ophir, but more amazing than anything you've ever seen before.
Oh, yes, I'm sure. Full of fairies and balderdash.
Listen, Amelia, I'm sorry things went down the way they did. We didn't have a choice, though. The ASC after us and not a lot of time. Thanks for taking us wherever it is we're going.
Thanks for the thanks, but it doesn't change the fact I still want to see your asshole head on a stake at some point. Shit, look what that stupid creature did to my baby! The engine's fucked! I'm gonna repair this. You didn't even leave me spare parts! You really...
An ostrich. No doubt about it, it's a wild ostrich. Look, you see the spikes on its back? Unfortunately, the poor animal died, but I'm almost sure that...
Well, according to the sky, we don't have much time before sunrise. Fortunately, we're not very far away. We better get a move on.
It's a pretty good idea, because, as I was about to tell you, these creatures are social. They rarely travel alone. We might find ourselves in the middle of a herd, and an angry ostrich can be very dangerous.
Very good. Want to guide us, Nisha? And Amelia, leave that rover alone. As you said, you won't be able to fix it. And if you stay, you'll die.
Isn't that what that bitch wanted? That I die? I hate you all.
Stop it. We never wanted you to die. We need you. I know that you love that machine, but there's no time to cry over it. Come on.
Ah!